Every animal has a food source that is appropriate for their biology and their environment, that they find in nature and eat without needing to season or cook it. So what about humans? Is there a human species-specific or species-appropriate food source? Yes, there is, and that food source is fruit. Here are 15 reasons why this is the case. Number 1, wholeness. Fruit is nature's only perfect whole food for humans, meaning it does not need to be processed before consuming. Fruit is the only food that does not require seasoning like salt or combining with other foods in any way to taste delicious. You take that blueberry off the bush and eat it. Once it's fully ripe, it tastes amazing. Except for some tender vegetables like lettuce or maybe sprouts, all other food sources must be seasoned, cooked, and or combined to be appetizing. And even the lettuce and the sprouts don't taste as good nor fuel you as well as fruit. Fruit is perfect as it is. It's nature's only perfect whole food for humans. Number 2, senses. All of our human senses confirm that fruit is premium food. Fruits are beautifully colored. They look appetizing. They're perfectly sweet. They taste incredible, like dessert. And some are savory. Fruit smells enticing. It tantalizes our olfactory senses. Fruits are easy to open, so the sense of touch is not taxed to open these things, except maybe the durian. And fruits are usually portion-sized, so they're very convenient and practical to eat. Number 3, digestion. Fruit is mostly water and fiber, two main components that support healthy digestion. Fruit digests efficiently and easily compared to all other foods. Number 4, nutrition. Fresh fruit provides essential vitamins, minerals, amino acids, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats in proportions appropriate for the human body. People complain that fruit has no or low protein, and I contend that's a good thing because we've seen from the top studies and doctors that excess protein and chronic protein consumption leads to the leading causes of death in the world. Number 5, water content. Fresh fruit is roughly 75% to 95% water. Bananas are roughly 75% and cucumbers are roughly 95%. The human body is roughly 75 to 80% water. That is when the human body is hydrated. But ideally, we want food that matches our level of water or exceeds it. And you find that in fruit. Number 6, carbohydrates. Fruit is abundant in the most important carbohydrates, fructose, glucose, and sucrose, which is really just a fructose and glucose molecule combined. Fruit is also abundant in fiber, insoluble plant fiber, which is a carbohydrate. Glucose provides an immediate source of energy for the muscles and cells in our bodies. We are literally sugar-burning machines. Fruits are full of simple sugars, which are clean fuel for the body. Sugar is to the human body like gasoline is to a car. Number 7, physiology. Physical human traits like eyesight, hands, teeth, and intestines are similar to those of frugivorous primate species, and these traits are perfect for finding, picking, opening, and enjoying fruit. We do not have teeth or claws for hunting other animals to eat. We don't have super speed to chase them down. And most importantly, we don't have the instinctual desire for predation. You may think that you're an apex predator species, but do you really think that you're a predator? Honestly, do you like to prey on little animals or beings? I know I don't. Number 8, nature. Humans and fruit trees are mutually beneficial to each other. The humans eat what a tree naturally produces in abundance, and by taking and eating the fruit, we drop the pits or seeds on the ground, propagating the fruit tree and preserving the species. So there's a symbiotic relationship between trees and humans. And nature will thrive once we recognize that. Number 9, diversity. There are thousands of types of fruit in the world, with thousands of varieties of each fruit type. Did you know there's an estimated 10,000 varieties of tomato alone? Meanwhile, people think a plant-based diet is restrictive, and they're eating the same 4 animals every week. I eat a fruit-based diet, and I eat something different every day. I've never felt like a plant-based diet has been restrictive. It's actually infinitely diverse, especially when you count all the combinations of fruits and plant foods that there are. Number 10, sustainability. Fruit trees contribute to healthy, diverse ecosystems. They provide shade and support for other crops and animals. They improve the soil quality. They filter and purify the air, and they support food security because they give you the seeds to create more. Number 11, free food. When grown under the proper conditions, a single fruit tree can yield hundreds of pounds of food per year for decades. Fruit trees can be propagated from cuttings and from the abundant seeds found in the fruits. So fruit by design is meant to be infinitely sustainable, free, and giving. It multiplies itself through, like I just said, the seeds, but not only that, the cuttings of the tree itself. Did you know you can take a fig branch, break it off the tree, and go and stick that branch in the ground somewhere else, and a new tree will take root, establish, and give you figs? Number 12, no-till. People argue that fruits and vegetables kill insects because you have to constantly till the earth, but that's not true with fruit trees. Most fruits are perennial tree crops, and thus they don't require planting, uprooting, and tilling each year. Once a fruit tree is established, the ground remains undisturbed and protected. Number 13, non-violence. Harvesting fruit does not require ending the life of a living being, animal, or plant. People love to argue that you kill vegetables when you eat them, but that is not true with fruit. When you pick an apple and eat it, does the apple tree die? No. When you pick an apple and eat it, can you take those seeds and propagate them? Yes. So not only is it non-violent to eat fruit, but it is actually life-giving. It's the opposite of violent. It's the opposite of taking life. If we truly responsibly propagate and protect the plant, then fruit is life-giving. Whereas to eat animal flesh, it requires the death of that animal. And even comparing fruit to vegetables, like, for example, a carrot, to eat that carrot requires the death of that carrot. So even among plants, fruits are superior to non-fruit vegetables. Number 14, fruit is non-toxic. When perfectly ripe, fruit is completely non-toxic. It burns clean. So other whole foods contain bitter compounds and other defense mechanisms. So for example, many leafy greens are bitter. Is that bitter component a signal to our body that maybe we shouldn't be eating it? Possibly. So not only is fruit non-toxic, but it actually wants to be eaten, because then that seed will be taken elsewhere and propagated. Now, it is important to know that underripe fruit or overripe fruit can be toxic, right? And the feeling in your mouth or the taste will indicate that to you. If you're left with a very tannic, astringent feeling in your mouth, it's likely that that fruit was underripe, not fully developed, and slightly toxic. Underripe tomatoes will have a higher solanine content, which is why people tend to avoid nightshades, is for that solanine. However, a fully ripe tomato is extremely low in that toxic compound. So when perfectly ripe, fruit burns completely clean, and there's no toxin for the body to have to clean up. And the last and 15th reason why fruit is mankind's food is Scripture. According to the Bible, in the first chapter of Genesis, God created man and he gave us fruit and herbs as meat. And the focus in verse 29 of Genesis 1 is on the seed-bearing plants. And what is the defining characteristic of fruit is that it contains a seed. And it's not only the Bible that teaches this lesson. Fruit has always been associated with divinity and purity. So regardless of if you believe in the Bible, it doesn't matter because there are plenty other reasons to stand on, plenty of other scientific and practical evidences that effectively prove to us fruit is mankind's number one, premium, objectively the best choice for food. Now, if you are looking for a resource to help you on your food journey, help you pick out and identify the best fruits at the right season, at the right time of maturity and ripeness, I recommend picking up a copy of my brand new book, The Fruit Companion, 2nd edition. So the first edition came out a few years ago, and then I spent the last 2.5 years revising it and making it much better, clearer, and more accurate. It is 120 pages of fruit inspiration, facts, and information to help you make the most informed decisions when buying food at the store or foraging in the wilderness or go into your backyard to pick food for your family. The Fruit Companion can be found only at thefruitcompanion.com, and you can get the physical edition, which fits directly in your back pocket, handy for going to the store and consulting while you're shopping. Or you can get the PDF version for instant download to your tablet or smartphone or computer. And you can share it across your own devices and consult it wherever and whenever you'd like. Thank you for watching. And if you can think of any more reasons why fruit is the number one food for humans, please drop it below. If you would like to push back and offer an alternative food that is better than fruit, please offer that in the comments below. I'd love to hear where your head's at. So thanks for visiting the School of Unlearning today. Be sure to check out The Fruit Companion, also on Instagram at The Fruit Companion. Peace and love, y'all.